Hello everyone, welcome to today's live IELTS session, broadcasting to you from Budapest, capital city of Hungary here in Central Europe, where we're setting up our offices this past year. All right everybody, today IELTS Task 2, we are looking at an open question. My goal is to do the full essay with you today. Introduction, body 1, body 2, maybe a body 3. And a conclusion as well. Hi, everybody joining in. Hi, Pachu. Hi, New Movies. Interesting name. Hi, Parth Desai. Hi, Arena. Good to see so many students and members in on time. All right, everybody. As usual, our materials do come from our website. It's aehelp.com. That's academicenglishhelp.com for academic IELTS, as well as some other goodies on there like CV editing, statement of purpose help for graduate students. And for general IELTS, check us out at gieltshelp.com. That's generalieltshelp.com. I'm just putting the URLs up at the top so you can see them throughout the class. You can also see the Task 2 question in the stream description. So if you miss it, or if you join later on or come back later on, you can see it in the stream description. Good evening, good afternoon, and maybe even good morning to some of you. All right, if you're looking for academic IELTS on your phone, download our app. Look for this logo, search for Academic IELTS Help. You can also get our exam books from Amazon. Search Amazon for AE Helps Academic IELTS or GE Helps General IELTS. If you have questions for me, comments, concerns, you just want to say, hey, Adrian, how you doing? Send me an email, Adrian, A-D-R-I-A-N, at aehelp.com. Kareem, always appreciating those hearts. Thank you. Hi, Sahil. Good to see you in class. All right, our schedule is posted on our community board on our channel, but here it is in video as well. Classes are Central European time, 15 to 16 o'clock. CET. This is our schedule from today until the end of the month. Again, Task 2 tomorrow, reading, strategy, and some vocabulary. And then members chat, Task 2 has been requested for Saturday. No class 27th, 28th, 29th. We are working on a few sample practice speaking interviews for you. So we'll be releasing those over the next week. And then on Wednesday, we're back with speaking part 3 and then listening, strategy, and practice to finish the month. Of course, we'll be continuing for the 1st and 2nd of February. Here we go with our IELTS writing Task 2 question for today. Let's have a look. IELTS writing Task 2. This is an original question. We made it yesterday, so it should be good and fun for you. You should spend about 40 minutes on this task. Always spend 40 minutes on this task. If you, by some chance, decide to spend more time on either Task 1 or Task 2, you should always spend more time on Task 2. So if you have to use more time than 40 minutes, it should be for Task 2, maybe use an extra 3-4 minutes. Because it's worth more, okay? If you have a strong Task 2, you can get a very good mark in your writing, even if your Task 1 is so-so. And you write at least, minimum, 250 words, okay? You need to write at least 250 words. That means, students, that if you have about 12 words per line, okay? So check how many words you have average per line in your exam booklet. If you have 10 words per line, then you need to write 25 lines. If you have 12 words per line, you need to write about 22 lines, okay? Here we go. International university study has become more popular these days as more and more students each year plan to do their graduate or postgraduate studies in a foreign country. What do you think are the reasons for this, and how will this affect societies in the future? So we thought of maybe a pertinent question that speaks dearly to many of our viewers. It's a good question for you to write an essay on. Give reasons and examples from your own experience. All right. Again, students, we're going nice and smooth today, step by step, working through the entire essay. I will get your help throughout the whole essay. So introduction, body 1, body 2, conclusion. As many of you know, a very good first step is to paraphrase the initial question. Make sure you have the right idea, gather some important vocabulary. Let's do that now. I'll leave it up to you while I'm doing it as well. So all right, work away. Don't worry if you haven't caught up yet. Begzod, I see you've already put something up. Begzod, I'm really impressed by your speed of paraphrasing. It's very impressive. It speaks to your English level and intelligence. Good for you. Begzod says, learning in overseas universities are becoming more and more common among students who want to do their master and doctoral in other countries. Nice, Begzod, close to what I just wrote. Marasa says, higher education has become famous among pupils as they want to get either bachelor's or master's degrees from Europe and other continents. What is the reasons for this and how will it impact? Very good, Marasa. Beautiful paraphrasing. Marasa, again, I'm very impressed by how much your wealth of English language has improved over the past few months. Good for you. Definitely I notice the change, so great. Sahil Singh, education plays a pivotal role in shaping students' lives. With it seems to be gloomy. Pupils want to do their bachelor's in foreign universities. Sahil, you're adding information from your own mind. Don't do that when you're paraphrasing, okay, Sahil? That's an easy way to go off topic. So stay on topic, okay? Pabina Limbu, nice use of vocabulary. Overseas tertiary education has been escalating as a plethora of students' intent for higher study is abroad. Pabina, nice use of vocabulary. Some good lexical resource. Good for you. All right, this is mine here. Learning abroad has become an ever-increasing fad globally as many students plan their bachelor, master, and doctorate studies in foreign countries. What are reasons for this and how will this impact future societies? Remember those parts. Okay, before we begin writing intensively, let's do a little bit of planning. Let's identify the reasons so that we can put together a strong thesis statement. Marwa, Preeti, those are some good paraphrasings as well, okay? Prajim, also nice paraphrase. All right, so what are the reasons? So if I ask, this is the question you need to ponder when you get this in your IELTS Task 2. A little bit of planning goes a long way. If you have bad ideas, you will get a bad band score, even if you have good English, because the quality of your work is not just based on your English vocabulary and grammar, it's also based on the content of the information you provide, especially band 7, 8, 9, okay? So it matters what you write, not just how you write. So here we go. This is the pertinent question, the important question that you need to ask. What would 9 of 10 people answer for this question. So what are the most popular answers? What do you think would be the top answer? Why do students go to study abroad? Okay, Begzod, we're jumping over topic controlling idea. We're just going right into developing the reasons. I want to get the whole essay out. Okay. So Marasa says better education. Okay. Marwa says new experience. So we're getting a lot of different answers here, but really try to focus, students, on just a couple. So new experience. Try to be specific. Okay. Try to think, okay, I have to write 250 words. I need to think of something specific. Anif, better job opportunities. It's a little bit off topic. You might get into trouble because we're talking about education. So even though the end goal is job opportunities, it's not a bad answer, Anfi, but I would say it a little bit differently. Akshay says new materials. Sure. Patricio says plan to live in a foreign country. I would not mix that in, Patricio. So that would be a second step. Keep it close, okay? Keep it at the first step. We're asking about why do students go to study in a foreign country? It's an okay answer, Patricio, but I wouldn't say that it's the best answer to write a clean, quick, high-band essay. Okay? So, better quality education, sure. That seems to be a common one. Marwa says specific majors, right? So Marwa says you can learn more specifically what you're studying. High competition among students, career advancement, okay? They seem to be popular answers. You might be able to use those. Okay. All right. See the world. What is another way to say see the world? Okay, so if I go to another country to study there, I familiarize myself with that university, with the culture, with the students. What's a nice way to express that? Okay, I'm still looking for... Ahmed says opening new horizons, experiencing new cultures, new customs. Yeah. Okay, that's one that I was thinking is a good one, is a high-value diploma. Nice. Who was that? I want to give them some kudos because that was absolutely a brilliant one. That's Hicham Esuihli, who says it's a high-value diploma. That's the right way to say it. So some of you said to get better jobs, but why? It's because you get a high-value diploma. So the diploma that you earn from that university has a high value. Okay? That's the right way to express that. Okay, so it's a high-value diploma. And what else? New culture, new experiences, sure. How can I say that in a more simple way? So I can say valuable social experience, yeah. What do you do as a businessman? There's a word I'm trying to pull from you. Multiculturalism, good. Okay, let's go with multicultural networking, all right? You're making friends from different countries. You're making connections who will become your partners, your collaborators, your advisors in future years. You might even meet your better half in that university as well, right? So your ability to establish a global social network, okay? That's great, absolutely. That's a very powerful tool to have. I wouldn't go into details like immigrating to other countries, okay? Even though that's true, Preeti, and it's possible, you're going off topic there. I think you would be in trouble if you start writing that in a 250-word essay to express that clearly, okay? So I would think about this, a high-value diploma and social experience or multicultural networking. Don't let your own personal ambitions cloud your judgment on what are good points for this type of essay, okay? Sandeep says also feeling of independence. Yeah, maybe. That could be a good one as well. Make new friends. That's all into networking. Now, let's not forget a third part here. So there should be another point. How will this impact future societies? How will it impact future societies? So when people go to universities in another country, they acquire high-value diplomas from great professors. They're able to get good jobs, good knowledge. They're networking with students from around the world. How does that affect society? So Sahil says economy will be boosted. Discrimination will decrease. Yeah, absolutely. What else? All right, Devender Gill says there'll be more peace and harmony in the world. Sure, possible, yeah. So economy and prosperity. Just give me 1 second here, students. I'm just finding the right combination here. Yeah, all right. That's a good answer there. So economy, technology, and social acceptance will increase globally and locally, right, within those communities. Sure, so that's great. Now, that's what you want to do to get yourself on track for a Band 8, Band 9 essay. You get this question, you paraphrase it, you close your eyes, you visualize. Again, take your personal feelings and intentions aside. If you want to go study in another country for immigration, that's great, but I wouldn't take that secondary step in a short essay like that. Just keep it simple. And in this case, hopefully you come up with simple, clear, effective points like a high-value diploma, multicultural networking, and then change in the future for economy, technology, social acceptance globally and locally. Okay, that's great. All right, so now we have those beautiful 3 points, so we can compose our thesis statement. So, please, students, viewers, write your thesis statement. As I've said many a time before, a good thesis will make your essay. A bad thesis will break your essay. Stating this essay will discuss the reasons why students go to university abroad is not a good thesis. Okay, that's a poor, weak, indirect thesis. I want you to write a direct thesis using these points. It can be 1 sentence or it can be 2 sentences. Just write a thesis. Don't worry about making mistakes. That's why I'm here. I will correct, okay? Yeah, that's a good one too, Jalpa. Hone your language skills, right? That can be included with point number 2. Okay, so write your thesis. Write your thesis, students. Again, it is very important that you practice writing effective thesis statements at home before you sit the IELTS. All right? The thesis statement is your argument or your position in the paper. So Hari Tiawari says, students study abroad not only to gain high-value diplomas, but also to develop relationships with international students, thereby bettering the world. Harry Tiwari, I used yours as a basis, and then I added some information, corrected some information to make it a top-level thesis statement. So pay attention to that again. Okay. Sagar Vaid says, from my perspective, students study abroad to gain valuable degrees and network with others. Sagar, don't go off topic. Students move to good knowledge and earn money. It's hard to understand what you're saying. What do you mean move, Sagar? Where do they move? What do you mean good knowledge? What do you mean earn money? It's not for work, it's for study. Don't confuse going to another country for studying with going to another country for work or immigration. Students, if you're confusing this question with why do people move to other countries to live or to work, you will get a very bad band score, even if you have good English. So be careful, okay? All right, let's see what else is up there. Begzod says the primary reason for studying abroad are high-value diplomas and social experience. Nevertheless, it has impact on both technology and economics. Begzod, don't use nevertheless because it's not a contrast. It's actually a cause and effect. Nevertheless is a conjunction for contrast. So Begzod, a much clearer way to write your thesis is the reasons, not primary because you're giving two. So just stay with reasons. The reasons for studying abroad, take out master's and doctorate because we include bachelor's as well, are high-value diplomas and social experience. It's very nice parallel grammar, high-value diploma and social experience. In addition, it has beneficial impact for technology and economics of societies. Very good, Begzod. That would be a solid thesis that way with the corrections. Sahil says, education plays a pivotal role in shaping students' life. A high-value diploma gives students the opportunity to get jobs. Sahil, that's not a thesis. That's more of an explanation for your body paragraph. You need to revise that sentence, okay? I just want a thesis with your two clear points, all right? I don't want you to explain why we get a high-value diploma. That's what your body paragraph is for, Sahil, all right? Kim Shrun says, in my opinion, there are three reasons for students to study abroad. A high-value diploma, social experience, and economic technology will increase globally and locally. Kim Shrun, yeah, it's okay. I would keep the economy and technology as a separate part of the thesis in this case and just focus on the high-value diploma. The economy and increasing technology is a secondary reason, so I wouldn't try to roll that into one sentence with two reasons for the study. Rekha Rawat says, although studying abroad has become fashionable as it gains high-value diploma and effect on society by social acceptance globally, Rekha, why do you have although at the beginning of that sentence? Why are you giving me a sentence with opposition? It doesn't make sense. Okay, if anything, this should be a cause and effect type of thesis statement. So keep that in mind. Okay. All right, students, that was good. I'll take something like Begzod. So the key reasons that many students opt for university study abroad is to gain valuable graduate diplomas and social experience, which in turn results in economic and technological growth in their societies. Okay? That would be your top level Band 9 thesis. Notice how you can actually do it in a relatively short sentence with that information. So the key reasons that many students opt for university study abroad is to gain valuable graduate diplomas and social experience. The word valuable modifies graduate diplomas and social experience. Valuable graduate diplomas and valuable social experience, which in turn results in economic and technological growth in their societies. Okay, that will be your Band 8, Band 9 level thesis. That's what will get you high marks on your Task 2 for academic IELTS and in your university essays, which you will write a lot of if you study in Canada or the US. All right, great. So I have my top-notch thesis. Now I'm ready to begin my introduction. So my introduction starts with a hook. The hook is your catch sentence. What's a good hook here, students? Give me a nice hook. That's right, Marasa. Thanks for being on par with what I'm saying. So your hook, catch your reader. Say something interesting about students, university study, a fact. Keep it simple. Marasa says education plays a vital role in students' lives. Yeah, lives. Go with plural, Marasa. If you got students, go with lives, because many students have many lives. So that's good. It's a great start, Marasa. You might even take it one step further and one step higher and say that education is decisive in the life of a person. Okay, so it decides the quality of the life that we will live. All right. Vivek says nowadays many students want to study abroad. Absolutely, Vivek. Simple, clean. I like it. Vivek just simply says, hey, look, nowadays many students want to study abroad. Absolutely. It's good. Okay. Sevgi says international enrollment has increased greatly in the past few decades. Rekha says nowadays studying abroad has become fashionable among students. That's okay, Rekha. Just notice my corrections. Okay. Sure. How about that? I'll keep it simple like some of you have, but I'm going to tack on a big number, millions. Each year, millions of students, arguable, I bet if we looked at statistics, it's got to be in the millions, if not tens of millions. So each year, millions of students travel from their home country to begin university study. What a bang, what a bang, all right? Simple fact, gets you focused, catches the reader's attention. Whoa, what are you talking about? Millions of people, oh, studying abroad, okay. Let's see what you have to say. So now, background, which is definitions and importance. Okay, let me just do that for you this time. So I'll show you what I mean by definitions and importance. After finishing high school or bachelor's, students from around the world follow their dreams to pursue either undergraduate or graduate degrees from various top level institutions around the world. This has a major impact on the development of local and global society. Okay, and then comes, of course, your thesis. Here, the thesis, it's all good to go. We've finished it, so all I have to do is just copy and paste the thesis statement at the end of this introduction. Okay, so there we go. There's my introduction. It's great. It's beautiful. It's nice, complex. It's high level. It is band 9, no problem. It is exactly about 92 words minus my instructions, so it's about 85 words. 85 words is roughly a quarter of your band 9 essay, which is fantastic. That's how long it should be. It should be about a quarter of a band 9 essay. Okay, Prob, it's not too long. Okay, so I have Prob Tour saying, your introduction's too long at 80 words. Wrong. Okay. Too many students learn these short, weak introductions for their task 2 that don't work well, okay? Careful in university, especially with a weak introduction. You will get low marks, okay? It's not too long, okay? 80 words for your introduction means that you have a band 8, band 9, as long as you've written it well, okay? What does the task say? The task says write at least 250 words. So that is a minimum, okay? A band 8, band 9, task 2 essay will be much, much closer to 300, 320 words, okay? 320 words. Your conclusion is usually about 20% of that. Your introduction is about 25% of that, and your body paragraphs are the majority, okay, in most cases. So think about it like 20%, 25% your introduction, 30% your body 1, body 2, and then about 15% conclusion. I hope that makes sense. So that's about the ratio of quantity for words in each of those paragraphs, okay? All right, let's read our introduction and get right into our body paragraphs. Here we go. Each year, millions of students travel from their home country to begin university study. After finishing high school or bachelor's, students from around the world follow their dreams to pursue either undergraduate or graduate degrees from various top-level institutions around the world. This has a major impact on the development of local and global society. The key reasons that many students opt for university study abroad is to gain valuable graduate diplomas and social experience, which in turn results in economic and technological growth in their societies. Guarantee you, if you start your essay as such for this question, task 2, your examiner will be going, oh, that's a band 9 essay. Okay, let's go to body paragraph 1. Body paragraph 1 should begin with a topic sentence. Okay, your topic sentence is a paraphrase, a detailed paraphrase of your first point. Your first point here is a valuable graduate diploma. Okay, So let's see some nice topic sentences, students, to begin my body paragraph 1. Okay, so topic sentence is paraphrase because it's body 1, right? So it's a paraphrase of point 1 with details. Okay, so what do you mean? Give me a clear idea about this. Hi, Abhishek. A little bit late, but that's okay. Alien Eater, haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. All right. Okay, so give me a topic sentence here. What's a good way to begin this? In today's age, it is necessary for each and every person to realize the value of education. Vivek, not bad. It's a little bit too general. You want to be a bit more specific with your topic sentence. I think you're overly broad with it. You need to focus. Remember, your essay is like a funnel. It starts general and then it boils into more specific ideas and explanations. You don't want to go like this with your ideas. I hope that makes sense, what I'm trying to show you there, Vivek. So careful. Yeah, okay, so Marwa says high-ranking universities is the dream of many students. Sure. I think you're on the right track there, Marwa, but I think there's a better way to express that. Preeti, you're jumping to body paragraph 2. Okay. Sahil, you don't need to embark with. It's an awkward expression. To begin with, or firstly, maybe, but to embark, we embark on a journey, Sahil. Embark on a journey. Foreign universities are high-ranked and amazing for students. Sure. Yeah, we can keep it even more simple. Many of the highest-ranking universities and famous faculty are found in countries other than where students reside. For this reason, students are motivated for travel. Sure, that's an okay way. It's an okay topic sentence. A couple more. Pradeep Sapkota says to commence with pursuing education from top-level universities. Divine universities, divine is biblical, Pradeep, or religious. So we wouldn't use divine in that context. Divine universities cater to pupils. Okay, sure. So many of the highest ranking universities and famous faculty are found in countries other than where students reside. For this reason, students are motivated for travel. Okay, give me an explanation. When students earn their knowledge and degrees from these universities, they not only get much better paying jobs, but they also contribute greatly to their field of science. Okay, so I'm giving a little bit of a more of a reason of why. So there's an explanation here. Give me an example. Okay, now we could make this a first-person essay, but we've started third person, so let's stay in third person for the example. Okay, so give me an example for this. And I'll give you a hint. Think about a famous university for medicine or for law or for engineering. Chahid Aliyev, the question is in the stream description. So for anybody who's joining in late and you missed the question, you can check it in the stream description. Thank you for catching that, Hassan. Okay, just corrected that. So I'm multitasking. Sometimes my brain, my mouth, and the board and the computer are not perfectly synced up. Dilpreet says, hey, Oxford University could be a good example. Sure, give me a full example from Oxford University. Sahil says, for instance, Oxford University provides placements to students who complete degrees with them. Sure, Sahil, I think you can come up with something even better. But Oxford University or Harvard University, not Howard University, Ashish, but Harvard, as Riaz wrote, is better. Cambridge University, sure, is good as well. So, how about this one? For instance, students who graduate with a law degree from Oxford earn no less than 200,000 US dollars per year. Okay. All right, good. Sure. I think I fixed that, Riaz, but we'll review later on. Don't worry about missing words and so forth. Yeah, that would be a great example. For instance, students who graduate with a law degree from Oxford earn no less than 200,000 US dollars per year, regardless of which country they practice. If I want to be more specific. All right, there we go. Am I done? So am I finished this paragraph? Or should I do something a little bit more here? Depends on how I'm putting together my essay. Begzad, that's great. You came up with a very similar example as I have, which is fantastic. Why? Because your example should always back up your explanation, right? So my explanation is that they get high-paying jobs and they contribute greatly to their field. So here I've backed it up with an example of a high-paying job resulting from a top-level university graduation, right? Begzad says we should include our point about society. Yeah, very good, Begzad. So if I have 3 body paragraphs, I could leave the idea of how to improve society for the 3rd body paragraph, or I could just include a little bit into each body paragraph, as I do here. So students, especially those of you who are watching from the beginning, remember that I had these 3 points: high value diploma, social experience. How does that influence the future? Maybe to make it a little bit more clear, since I'm just going with 2 body paragraphs, I'm just going to put a dash here. So economy, technology, social acceptance will increase globally and locally. So here, I can write another sentence about this, okay? Furthermore, students with high-level law degrees are able to improve the legal systems of their societies in the future. Okay? So by adding this sentence, I meet the requirement of the question. The question says, how will this impact future societies? And I've just met that requirement by stating, furthermore, students with high-level degrees high-level law degrees, because I'm staying with my example here, are able to improve the legal systems of their societies in the future. Okay? And that will be perfect. And now I can connect by saying this is one of two this is one of two reasons students travel or students move abroad for tertiary education. Okay? And then I can begin my body paragraph 2, again with the topic sentence. The second reason, or a second key reason, for doing university in another country is. Finish that sentence for me, students. So finish this topic sentence for me. Okay, remember my second reason is social networking. Okay, try to express that in a little bit more detail. When you're doing your topic sentence, one way that you can think about how to write your topic sentence is use descriptive paraphrasing. Okay, again, students, remember, viewers, that I'm showing you how to write a Band 8, Band 9 level essay. If you're just going for a Band 6 or a 6.5, you don't necessarily have to push at this level, but it's still good. If you can do this and you have some grammar mistakes and word choice mistakes, but you have this structure, you can still get a Band 7, okay? So one way to write a good topic sentence is use descriptive paraphrasing. So describe the concept that you mention in your thesis. Now, for us, our second point in thesis is valuable social experience. So describe that for me in a few more words. Okay? Begzod says, students can have a great opportunity to communicate with foreigners and improve their social skills. Okay, that's all right. A little bit more. Try to paraphrase. Try to give more description. Okay, so they meet new peers, fellow students, classmates, pupils. They network. They broaden their social network. They form relationships, right? They form relationships in new cultures, gain experience with new customs. Absolutely. So try to put that clearly and cleanly into the topic sentence. A second key reason for doing university in another country is to form relationships with peers and professors in novel cultural settings. Okay, again, I'm pushing you for a Band 9, so if these are new words for you, great. Learn them, write them down. So a second key reason for doing university in another country is to form relationships with peers and professors in cultural settings. Explain that to me. Why? Okay. Why? So that's your topic sentence. That's good. Now you're continuing with the explanation. So why is that good? Why do we want that? Okay, give me a nice clear explanation. Why am I forming relationships with people from foreign countries? Sahil says they will give good marks. I don't know. I don't think they'll favor you. Prab Tor says for their future. Prab, express that in full sentence, okay? Novel means new. Cultural, meaning culture, of course, is an adjective. And settings is the environment. So new cultural environment, Begzod. Munzir, that's another topic sentence. You're basically just paraphrasing what I am stating. Okay. Rajiv says these relationships broaden our knowledge. Don't use the word "our." Use the word "students." Okay, but that's good, Rajiv Vudaryov. So these connections, because I already used relationships. So these connections broaden international or broaden students' experiences and become valuable resources for future life, such as business partnerships. Okay. Yeah, so that would be an explanation of your topic sentence. Can't seem to spell partnerships. All right. So now comes the example. So give me a good example here, students, of this. Okay, Tabu KC says global startups increasing. I'll give you a hint. If you want to get a nice high band, like a band 8, band 9, try to make connections between your body paragraphs using the example from your first body paragraph. So here I used Oxford University and a law student for my first body paragraph. So for instance, students who graduate with a law degree from Oxford earn no less than 200,000 US per year, okay? Try to use that same idea. So try to use the law student from Oxford to create an example for body paragraph 2. If you can do that, that will actually help you to boost your score, okay, because it gives cohesion to your essay. Okay, Alien Eater, we're not going into that part yet because we want our example first. Okay, but you're right, that is what's missing after this part. So first it's the example. So try to get an example in here that uses that same law student from Oxford. What can they do? So visualize it, picture it. Okay, that's a really neat trick, tip, strategy, logic to get a higher band score. Absolutely, Sahil. So for instance, the Oxford law student may eventually have international clients whom he or she studied with. Yeah, very good, Sahil. Good for you. So for instance, the Oxford law graduate may eventually have high-profile clients that they studied with abroad. Thereby improving their notoriety and business. Right, absolutely. That was nice. Okay. So, for instance, the Oxford Law graduate may eventually have high-profile clients that they studied with or met during their stay in England, thereby improving their notoriety and business. Very good. Okay. This type of globalization leads to improvements in local economies, right? Let's keep it in the future. Don't want to use too much future tense in your essay. The reason we're using it here is because the question asks, how will this affect future societies, right? So that's the way that you can finish that off, okay? The second key reason, really nice connection there, right? Dilpreet, notoriety means fame and acknowledgement. So when somebody says, hey, that's a famous lawyer and they're good at their job, that's their notoriety, okay? It's their fame, all right? Okay, Casey, good to see you in class. All right. So now we have one more paragraph left. We have our conclusion. And the conclusion starts with a rephrase or a restatement of points. Okay. In conclusion, a strong education with quality certification and valuable social connections are chief reasons that many students choose foreign universities for study. Okay? Then a strengthening of opinion is the next part, okay? Or argument restated strongly. If you are posing an argument, here it's more of an opinion. This helps societies to improve their technological and economic states. And then a take-home message, and that's what I'll leave to you. So what is a good take-home message for your reader here? Hi, Jason G. Okay, students, last but not least, it's the final part of our essay here. What is a good take-home message? So what can we say to our reader here that will be valuable for them, where they will read this essay, they will read this final sentence and go, aha, that was a valuable use of my time. It took me 5 minutes to read this essay, and it was worth it. It was good for me to read this essay because it made me think. It's like watching a good movie where you can talk about it with your friends, your family, and makes you think about who you are, what is the world, what are you doing, what kind of decisions. Yeah, Rajiv, if you write it first person, you can. So you can make this a first person essay. Absolutely. I'm using third person voice. Third person voice is okay for an essay asking for your experience as well. But you're right, Rajiv. We could do this as a first person essay. And you can try it as such and send it to me by email. Paras says, foreign studies can improve personal life as well as society. Yeah, very good, Paras. Very simple, elegant, and beautiful. I like it, Paras. I'm just going to take that, okay? So I'm going to go with international because I've used foreign already. So international study. Let's do a little bit of a leading expression. International study. In the end, international study improves both personal and social life for the future. Okay, good. All right, let's read this essay, ladies and gents, and get a clear, complete idea of what we just did. So, international university study has become more popular these days as more and more students each year plan to do their graduate or postgraduate studies in a foreign country. What do you think are the reasons for this, and how will this affect societies in the future? Give reasons and examples from your own experience. You're absolutely right, Raji. I might do that as a first-person essay in IELTS if I wrote it again. Here we go. Each year, millions of students travel from their home country to begin university study. After finishing high school or bachelor's, students from around the world follow their dreams to pursue either undergraduate or graduate degrees from various top-level institutions around the world. Okay? Again, just cleaning it up. And this is what you want to do at home when you review your essay. Why did I do that? Because I already have around the world there. I don't want repetition. This has a major impact on the development of local and global society. The key reasons that many students opt for university study abroad is to gain valuable graduate diplomas and social experience, which in turn results in economic and technological growth in their societies. Many of the highest-ranking universities and famous faculty are found in countries other than where students reside. For this reason, students are motivated for travel. When students earn their knowledge and degrees from these universities, they not only get much better paying jobs, but they also contribute greatly to their field of science. For instance, students who graduate with a law degree from Oxford earn no less than $200,000 per year, regardless of which country they practice. Furthermore, students with high-level law degrees are able to improve the legal systems of their societies in the future. This is one of two reasons students move abroad for tertiary education. A second key reason for doing university in another country is to form relationships with peers and professors in novel cultural settings. These connections broaden students' experiences and become valuable resources for future life, such as potential business partnerships. For instance, the Oxford law graduate may eventually have high-profile clients that they studied with or met during their stay in England, thereby improving their notoriety and business. This type of globalization will lead to improvements in local economies. In conclusion, A strong education with quality certification and valuable social connections are chief reasons that many students choose foreign universities for study. This helps societies to improve their technological and economic states. In the end, international study improves both personal and social life for the future. Okay, so that's a Band 9 level essay. Okay, that's what you need to do. That's how that works. Step by step. All right, and roughly, I think about 310 words for this one. So I'm roughly 20%, 25% over the minimum. Okay, that's what you need for Band 8, Band 9. Okay, a Band 8, Band 9 essay will rarely ever be exactly the minimum word requirement. Yeah, so without my notes, that's about 310, 320 words, okay? And notice that I did that piece by piece. And the other point, students, I want you to pay attention to is I did a lot of talking, a lot of explanation. I read your comments. I corrected your comments. I gave you feedback. And how much time did we spend on this essay? So how much time? How much time did I actually write the essay? What do you think? No, the whole class, Sahil, was about an hour and 5 minutes. So how much of that was actually me writing? Begzad says probably like 20 minutes. Sahil says maybe like 30 minutes. Sandeep says maybe 30 minutes, 35. Jason G, yeah, I would say 30 minutes or less. Okay, so that 310 word essay took me at most 30 minutes. So 10 minutes less than the time that's given for you, okay? The rest of it was me chatting with you, reading your comments, and so on. So 40 minutes, when you know what you're doing and you have decent English, is enough time as long as you have the right strategy, okay? It's very important to keep that in mind. Students, be sure to visit our website for lots and lots of videos, and for a fully interactive course, as well as 6 original practice exams. aehelp.com for academic IELTS. Hit that big red button. Help us help you. Spend a little money to gain a lot for your IELTS and for your future learning. For general IELTS, go to this page with the green background and hit that red button. Okay, again, aehelp.com for academic, gieltshelp.com for this general IELTS website. Students, tomorrow we will be looking at reading strategy and vocabulary for the academic IELTS. And I hope to see you in class. Thank you so much, everyone. Great participation, great effort. Students that are regularly in class, I do see who you are, aside from our members. Again, members, thank you. I see improvements, okay? Students who are in these classes every day, week after week, I see your improvements. Your English is getting better. Your language is getting better. You're building your vocabulary. Your grammar is improving. So good for you, okay? Good for you. The brain is a learning machine. Until the day we die, the brain is a learning machine. Bye for now, everybody. Much love to all of you.